Pas de soleil, 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 pas de soleil.
Chakra Wisdom Oracle Cards. Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Meaningful Motivations with Tracey Erickson. And of course, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracey Erickson. And in this week's message, to help us stay tuned into the good vibrations, we will be using the Chakra Wisdom Oracle Cards by Tori Hartman. So I will be giving the deck a few shuffles now. And while I do that, take a moment now to take some deep cleansing breaths so that you can become grounded and centered to receive this week's message. The deck is ready. This video is sponsored by me and Tracey's Apothecary. Tracey's Apothecary is my new Etsy shop where I am selling essential oil and crystal blends that were intuitively selected by me and made with the highest intentions. All of the products at Tracey's Apothecary are also charged with Reiki by me before being sent off to you. If you would like to visit Tracey's Apothecary to support this channel, you can go to traceysapothecary.etsy.com and see all of the products that I have to offer there. Let's go ahead and see what message the Chakra Wisdom Oracle Cards has for us this week to stay tuned into the good vibrations. What's our main theme here? The main theme of the week is creation. So this card is asking you basically to pay attention to what it is that you are creating in the world, what you want to create in the world, and actually think of what have I done to create the reality that I desire. So in this upcoming week, we should be focusing on prioritizing our time and becoming more in tune with what it is we want to create in this lifetime. Next, we got impasse. Is that how you say it? Impasse? Impasse? This one is an orange card. And as you can see, I feel like this guy is saying you can't go forward. But this is about the sacral chakra because it's got the orange around it. So in this particular case, you may have a blockage in your creations. So it looks like there's actually something in your life that is blocking you from actually fulfilling your own desires. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, so The next card is insecurity, and it looks like a little devil, right? And this one is red, so it is all about the root chakra. So this is about your sense of security, your sense of maybe the finances or family or home life. And with the devil indicated here, this is definitely something, the insecurity that you may be experiencing, which is causing a block in your creativity, could have to do with something that has to do with an ego issue. So maybe this has to do with a particular addiction, or maybe it has to do with a relationship that is toxic to you. Whatever the case may be, it's time for you to stop blocking your heart and begin to look within to find out what it is that is really truly causing the insecurity that you may be experiencing when it comes to actually trying to create. Because what we need to do is figure out what is holding us back from creation, right? Let's see if there are any other cards for us. Gratitude. This is awesome because the best way to tune into the good vibrations is to truly feel gratitude on a daily basis. I am actually a walking testimony to how gratitude has changed my life, because it changes my own mental programming, and it's changed by myself, by me consciously counting my blessings. So this card is reminding us to, get past this insecurity and this blockage. It's going to be important to understand the blessings that we have in our life and not to focus on those bad, negative experiences. So the more that we can connect with gratitude, the more that we can be in alignment with the higher vibration, which is that vibration that brings you that creativity to help you to get out there and create. If you're always insecure and in the lower vibrations depicted by the insecurity card, then it literally is impossible to open up this blockage, right? So in order to properly have this grasp on creation, we have to understand what we are creating. We have to understand that we are creating it with our own thoughts, emotions, and all of that. All right, let's see if there's more. Oh, we got this rejection card. This guy looks like he's an artist, which I find interesting because the other gray card is creation. So he's feeling, I feel like the insecurity causes us to believe in these ghosts that come from our own mind. So these ghosts that are coming from our own mind is like the fear of rejection. What if I put my art out there into the world and nobody wants it? What if nobody likes it? What if nobody cares what I have to say or what I have to create? Those are the things that are born from insecurity, the feeling of rejection. So it looks like our next card, despondence. We've had this before. We have this woman with the whole world in her womb and all of this growth around her. And I mean, her hands are raised up to the sky, right? And then we have this woman looking on, and the woman looking on is almost like, she's not very happy. She's disgusted that the woman before her can be so happy. So I feel like it depends on which one you are here, right? If this is you, this card is asking you to stop looking upon others and judging your experience based on what they're experiencing. Because they have a whole different experience than you do, right? So it's like you're focusing on the wrong thing. She's focusing on her own growth, and she's just focusing on being envious towards that growth, right? Now, if you are this one, then what this is saying is the rejection doesn't even matter at all. As long as I continue to grow and to express who I really am, the world is mine. And it doesn't even matter if people are rejecting me, because I still have so much other growth that I can focus my attention on. Let's see if we have one more message from this deck this week. Ugh. We got the victim card. He's the victim. He's the little acorn who's being eaten by the squirrel. And there's a dragon back there as well. The dragon is a reminder that this feeling of victimhood comes from your own ego, from your own personalized experience of the world, right? So when you are the victim, you're making yourself so. And this is a green card because that feeling of victimhood is a feeling of the heart. It's like you've closed off your heart, similar to the insecurity card where he has his arms crossed right over his chest. All right. So this insecurity causes kind of a blockage in the heart, and it makes you see yourself as a victim in the world rather than someone who has the power to create, right? So I feel like a final message from the Chakra Wisdom deck is to begin to view those areas of your life where you feel like you're a victim, where you feel like you're a victim of the circumstances around you, rather than the one in control. Because as you begin to identify those places where you might be playing the victim character, it's time for you to recognize that you're the one creating that. So therefore, you are the one that can take back your power by beginning to pull it back in, right? Because as you recognize that those things out there are not the ones in control, therefore, you can't be a victim to those things. You're only a victim to your own heart, right? To your own insecurities and fears. So this week it's going to be important to practice gratitude, to stay in the proper perspective so that we're not feeling, the victimhood, the rejection, the insecurity, because when it all comes down to it, whatever blockage you're experiencing in your creations at this time has everything to do with all of those things, the weight that we put on our own heart. So really, it's time to lighten up, to be like the smoke in the creation. It's time to just let all of that just dissipate like smoke of the sage and allow ourselves to see clearly through the fog. Well, that about wraps it up for this video. So if you like this video, be sure to click that like button and share this video with all your friends out there. And of course, if you're a viewer but not yet a subscriber, I would just love for you to click subscribe down below. And once you have subscribed, you can then turn on the notifications bell if you would like to be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending your time with me. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.